Okay, the next one I like to dedicate. Where's Chris Ilse? Has he disappeared? Okay, I'm going to skip that stanza then. This is this is dedicated to SOS, Freedom, and everybody in this particular building right now. It's called Toledo Testament, November 24th, 2009. After the Marxist sage of Maine and Italian feminist Antigone asked me to censor their videos I had shot last weekend, I turned to my SOS Brigade comrades and intoned Ice-T's solemn prayer. LGBNF. Let's get butt naked and fuck. To which the SOSers all shouted in ubiquitous unison, disrobing in a seamless second. Amen to that, brother. And try censoring this motherfucker. So this is a testament after Francois Villon, our outlaw vagabond ancestor who killed a priest in self-defense and led college students to steal 500 gold crowns from the chapel of College de Navarre, something we also intend to do to all college presidents and university board of directors who devour cruel millions even as student workers spit hot blood from truculent tuition hikes, strangulating student loans, and wasted wage labor at Toledo Hospital, BG University Bookstore, and Kroger, where time bleeds hard and slams your face to suck the asshole of debt capital. The first testament is to Brandon Jett, the as yet unjaded third shift jet pilot at Kroger. Never drink coffee when you're within 100 yards of a vermilion-haired violinist. Your voice has whirled hesitatingly from Elliot's wasteland to the bold blast of zombie suicide. Its cadences lit up in the fierce firework of pummeling poetry straight from your gut. All you need now is a Viennese quartet behind you. Get Caitlin to play the violin. And Dieter Sperl, the Zen Danube River port of Vienna, will take care of the rest. Second testament is to Stephen Lynch, the bearded baby of Southern and Midwestern wrestlers, who poured Guinness over their breakfast cereal as they monologued slowly in Chinese, English, Japanese, polyglot with crazy crocodiles until 6 in the morning before eating them alive. As you sip your milkshake and contemplate your midnight jog with fellow pugnacious pirates, keep killing those mendacious monks of your mind and shout, scream, sing, splice your voice into the microphone with infernal intensity that is your Bakudan birthright. Fifth testament. Third testament. I salute Matt McHenry, the one and only BGSU Green Lantern, whose mad scientist hero fiction flies and melts the Antarctica aridity of human imagination with D&D dolphins, drunk on the dung of degenerate demons. Staple every motherfucking dick that gets in your way of creative cylinder, running rapidly against the rhythm of every breath you take, drilled in your roommate's hideous head. Right. Fourth testament is to Glenn Brink, the unquestionable author of questionable love poems. After you've exhausted your rhyming repertoire of polymorphous penetrations, try your hand adapting them for a children's book with a little help from Visitor Q. Yeah! Not only will you never win the Newbery Medal, you'll most likely get busted for peddling child porn. When all you wanted to do was to remind us that indigenous children fucked each other for millennia before all the new Puritans started murdering them for this act of natural curiosity. Fifth testament is to Lauren. I've run across her in a mobile auto wreck as the radio played the Memphis Blues with Quasimodo on the booing electric guitar and Othello on the damaged drums. That's when you proposed I assassinated Plato with Swiss switchblade, with his idealist blood, rewrite his despotic dialogue into a Marxist feminist Republican allegory that will turn the history of Western philosophy inside out. But all we managed to do was chase the hot tuna of a hangman's hangover with wine poured from the ghostly memory of fraternal stars. And the sixth testament, the unluckiest number of all, is to me. No, it's not die, motherfucker, die! Like the Ghetto Boys said. But M, pump up the volume a little harder and faster. Step across the blood meridian that separates your uninspired utterances from the frenzy of car crashing fuck. When spring comes and LGBNF screams, it's time for you to strike the match with your preceding co-conspirators to blow sky high all the kingdoms within us. Thank you.
This time, Mike is last on the list.
Okay.
Go, applause.
All right. I have new material for you. Hang on. Fuck it. All right. This poem is about being young and how young I am. I am so young that I can be poor without being thought lazy or stupid. I am so young that I can party all night and show up early the next morning. Not that I will show up early, I am young. I am so young I can flirt with the waitress and not be thought a pervert. I am so young you think that my vices are quaint and endearing without fearing that I will never change. And is it strange that we call the best years of my life, or what we call the best years of my life, are also the drunkest years of my life? I am so young, I am not expected to vote, march, volunteer, or donate. I am so young that I am still expected to grow out of my heartbreak, indignation, idealism, vitality, dreams, and sense of humor. I am young enough not to be taken seriously. I am so young that pot smoking, casual sex, kinky sex, brightly colored clothes, completely black clothes, tattoos, solid black spiked clothes, vulgar music, Eastern religion, piercings, dyed hair, long hair, and atheism are no longer considered rebellious. But somehow, among other young people, Pabst Blue Ribbon, vintage clothing, and encyclopedic knowledge of indie rock and defunct 1980s bands still is. I am so young that I do not know who Abby Hoffman was or who Desmond Tutu is. I am so young that I barely remember life before the internet. I am so young that the only presidents that I can remember are Bill Clinton and George Bush, as well as Barack Obama. I am so young that I do not expect to collect Social Security. I am so young that I have never been afraid of an atomic bomb, a draft, or a world war. I am so young that I have more friends in the virtual world than in the real one. I am so young that I consider psychoactive pharmaceuticals and counseling to be something that normal happy people must take part in to remain normal and happy. I am so young, I do not need to be taken seriously.